All right, all right. Welcome to the Wednesday, April 22nd, 15-minute power training Zoom. Bill Delaney coming at you here with a super powerful training today. I hope you're ready. Hope you're ready to roll. Get that chat fired up and ready. You're going to want to definitely participate in this one. This is it's going to be a good one, you guys. There's been some topics come up recently and some discussion and some training that Cynthia and I have done one-on-one with some people lately. And this is a result of that. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to get right with it, you guys. Here we go. Doctors do not recommend things they do not trust. Okay. Doctors do not recommend things they do not trust. Guess what else? We're already recommended by thousands of doctors. We have more than 5,000 doctors recommending Super Patch now. Is that a little bit or a lot of bit? Over 5,000 doctors. So I want you to think about the last room full of people that you were in. How many were there? How many were there? The last big room full of people you were in, was there 100 people there? Was there 30 people there? Was there 1,000? Was there 1,500? Now I want you to imagine what 5,000 people in a room looks like. What does 5,000 people in a room look like? It's a lot of people, right? Now I want you to imagine every single one of them are medical doctors, MDs, all 5,000. That's how many doctors are recommending Super Patch already and climbing every day. More doctors are onboarding every single day to recommend Super Patch. Did you guys know that? All right. So I want to back up just a little bit here. Let me back up. Doctors do not recommend things they do not trust. Super Patch is already recommended by thousands of doctors. And people, this is how it applies to you guys. Because who cares if it doesn't help you, right? No one cares unless it helps you. People do not buy things they do not trust. And that includes participating in your opportunity thingy. Are you with me? Are you tracking? Is everybody tracking? Drop me something in the chat if this is resonating, making sense. People, meaning your prospects, your network, your circle of influence, your cold contacts, whoever it is that you're reaching out to, they do not buy things they do not trust. And that includes participating in your opportunity thingy. What creates trust? If they don't buy things they don't trust, what creates trust? Okay. What is it? Any guesses? What creates trust? Somebody give me a guess. I'm gonna keep going here. Rapport, yes, rapport establishes trust because people trust you. They all want to ask their doctor. Yeah, Sue said lots of people want to ask their doctor, right? Let me tell you what creates trust. Belief plus posture plus certainty equals trust. And I'm going to break this down for you guys. Okay? I am going to break it down. First is you have to absolutely believe because a sale is a transfer of belief. At the end of the day, when anything is sold, I don't care if it's a product or a service, a transfer of belief has to occur before a sale is made. Do you guys understand? People don't buy things they don't trust. I don't care if it's a service or a product. They do not buy things they don't trust. Your belief has to be so sky high that you're able to transfer that belief to the person that you're sharing it with before they build up enough trust to purchase whatever it is you're presenting to them. Are you tracking? So I want to go to belief first. I'm going to switch my screen share. Hang with me one sec here. This is tmp.superpatch.com. I don't know what your replicated website link is, but go to your replicated website link and do this. This is just the main page, you guys. Recommended by thousands of doctors. Do you think that products that don't work get presented at the World Psychiatric Association, Pain Week, Congress of the World Institute of Pain, the Europe Sleep Federation Congress, right? The 24th World Congress of Psychiatry. Do you think these organizations allow presentations of technology that doesn't work? They wouldn't entertain that for 2 seconds, you guys. Now I want you to go to the team. This is the Scientific and Performance Advisory Team. There's 20 people on here. Let's just go to the first one here. Dr. Eric Serrano, MD, Integrative and Functional Medicine. Do you think somebody is going to risk their reputation on a technology that absolutely doesn't work, that's not backed by research and science? Look at this. Look at this. Former record-breaking natural power lifter, okay? 30 years of clinical experience, board certified physician in integrative and functional medicine, trusted by the NFL, the NHL, the MLB, and Olympic athletes. Pioneer of customized drug-free performance protocols. Why would a guy like this risk his reputation to be a part of a company like SuperPatch? Is your belief going up a little bit? Now we're going on to Dr. Jeffrey Goodin, MD and professor of anesthesiology and pain medicine. Does that sound like the kind of doctor that's going to risk his reputation on something he doesn't trust? What about Dr. Anna Toker, robotic surgeon? Do you think she's going to risk her reputation on a technology that does not work? Let's go to Dr. Mark Sakar here. Medical doctor, head team physician for Division I program. Let me pop up his resume here. Dual board certified physician in family and sports medicine from Duke University. Extensive experience treating athletes of all ages and skill levels. Head team physician, Division I NCAA football, University of Arizona. Team physician for Olympic teams. Do you think a doctor like this is going to risk his reputation on a technology that either doesn't work or he doesn't trust? If all these people believe in SuperPatch, don't you think we should believe in SuperPatch? Because you're not going to sell anything to anybody if you don't believe. If your belief isn't where it needs to be, no one's going to buy your stuff and join your thing. Got more people coming in. If you don't, I'm going to say it again. If you don't believe like the sky's the limit to infinity, that we're number one in the world, we're the absolute best technology, best corporate team, best field team, best marketing, best product, best materials, best everything. If you don't believe that, no one's going to buy your stuff or join your thingy. Are you tracking with me? Now I'm going to switch my screen share again. We're going to get back over here. It's everything rises and falls on belief. So belief is number one. Number two is your posture. Okay? If you show up with the right energy and the right posture, like you know, we're number one. We're number one in tech. We're number one CEO, number one corporate team, number one field team. We're number one at everything. If your posture is that, guess what that creates in your prospect? Certainty. Because do you guys buy things you're not certain about? Do you buy things that you don't trust? Are you going to spend more than let's say something costs $100. You're going to need to trust it, right? Before you whip out your card or $100 bill out of your wallet and you burn it. I don't think people go around burning $100 on things they don't trust or have certainty or around. Is this you guys jiving with this? Your belief has to transfer to the belief of your prospect. How does that happen? Through posture and certainty. That establishes trust, and then your prospect's ready to buy, right? So your belief, your posture creates certainty, and then people trust what it is you're sharing. So once people feel your certainty, they believe, then they trust you. And when they trust you, they buy your stuff and join your thing. Does this make sense? Is this resonating with you guys? So here's what I want to tell all of you, because this is a really important message. Most reps spend too much time trying to figure out what to say. How many of you guys have paused talking to someone or responding to someone or following up to someone because you weren't sure what to say? Give me a hands up wave if you've ever felt that way. I want you guys to do this instead. I want you to stop worrying so much about what to say, and I want you to be more focused on how you say it. Because how you show up and how you say it and your energy, your enthusiasm, your certainty is way more influential and important to your prospect than what it is you're saying. You could have a word salad that makes no sense, but if you deliver the message like a freaking UFO spaceship just landed in your backyard, and everyone's going to miss it if they don't hurry up and come see it, right? It could be a word salad. It will convert. I promise. Perfect words with the wrong delivery, with the wrong energy, without certainty, without belief, will not convert. Do you guys feel me on that? Do you think that when you go to look at a new car that the salesman could say all the perfect things and you still not buy? Why, if they could say the perfect things to you, you wouldn't buy? Because you didn't have certainty, you didn't trust, right? It's all in the delivery, it's in the energy. So I want you to spend less time worrying about what to say and more time in your how to say it. Okay. Emotions before logic. People don't logically decide, they emotionally decide. They feel first, they buy, and then they justify the purchase based on the logic afterwards. But people emotionally buy, and then they justify it with logic later. I think that a lot of reps in network marketing fall into the trap of, I'm going to deliver all the facts. I'm going to give them all the proof, all the reasons. I'm going to overwhelm them with information about why. I'm going to load them down with facts, studies, all of that, right? We don't have to do that. You guys were recommended by thousands of doctors. Remember what I said when someone says, I need to do my research? Totally respect that, Dave. Totally respect that you want to do your research. But I'm just curious, what is it exactly that you're hoping to discover that these thousands of doctors might have missed? And then let the awkward silence do the work for you. Can you imagine if you're on the other end of that and you're telling your friend, I've got to do my research, and they tell you, what is it? I'm just curious, what is it that you're hoping to discover that these thousands of doctors missed? And then they just go silent and they stare at you. Can you imagine how goofy you feel at that point? Like, I would feel like, yeah, um, I wouldn't really have a good comeback for that. And your prospects aren't going to have a good comeback for it either. So before you become a scientist, before you deliver research study papers, try the recommended by thousands of doctors, right? So back to emotions before logic. Your tone, your energy, your posture, if they don't signal certainty, a person's subconscious brain. Did you guys know we all have a bullshit meter in our brain? It's called a subconscious. It's totally protecting us at all times. How many of you feel like you got a pretty good bullshit meter? People aren't going to sell you goofy stuff, right? You're protected. You feel fairly protected. It's literally a primal protection mechanism in our brains. We all have it, right? So when people stall or hesitate or say, I'll think about it, what that's telling you, what that's communicating to you is you didn't deliver certainty. So they don't believe, so they don't trust, so they don't buy. Is this making sense? Is this like, I know it's probably not brand new information for most of you, but it's super important information. So your belief, your posture, your certainty is what seals the deals and closes. Okay. Remember this, people do not buy the things they do not trust, includes participating in your opportunity thingy, and doctors don't recommend things they don't trust because they're not going to risk their reputation on things that are iffy, right? So you guys, look, I'm going to wrap it up with this because we're over by a couple of minutes. But when Cynthia calls someone, like I'm just going to use, can I just use an example of one that I remember? And I'm going to say the word SHIT. So don't be offended. This is for shock effect. It's on purpose. Okay. And you don't use it with every single person. It doesn't work on every person. You have to know your audience. But when Cynthia called Dee Dee West in Tucson, Arizona about Super Patch, she didn't go, hey, Dee Dee, I found another thing. You really ought to check it out. I'm going to send you a video. Nope. You know what she said? Oh my gosh, Dee Dee, I hope you're sitting down. Dee Dee's like, what? What's going on? She goes, I hope you're sitting down because you're about to shit. And Dee Dee's like, whoa, what is this? And then Cynthia proceeds to invite her to get the information, right? But guess what? Dee Dee wasn't like, I don't know if I want to know more about this or not. Dee Dee's like, oh my gosh, something big's happening. I'm going to miss out. I better pay attention. This sounds important, right? So was Cynthia transferring belief and conviction and certainty about what it was that she was going to share with Dee Dee? I don't think Dee Dee was wondering if it was going to be a good thing or not. I think Dee Dee was sold on this is a great thing before she knew the first thing about Super Patch without Cynthia saying the word Super Patch or VTT or patch or drug free or any of that. None of that was said. And Dee Dee was already shifting towards, I'm on board. Why? Because Cynthia was certain. Dee Dee knew her belief was sky high. It was her energy. It was how she was delivering the information, not the words she was saying. Does that make sense? So, all right, you guys, Bill Delaney, April 22nd, 2026, 15-minute superpower training Zoom. I'm a wrap. I'm out. We'll see you soon.